So we're privileged to bring to the Spooky Empire stage at this time the one and only Warwick Davis, everybody! How's it going?
Hey everyone, how you doing? Can't really see you, by the way.
They got us very blinded with lights. Everyone looks amazing. How's your weekend been so far, Warwick?
It's been really great, yeah. It's been slightly horrific though, because you never know who's going to come to your table. Some people have cut throats, blood all over them. If somebody got injured in this hotel, nobody would know whether it was real or not.
That's true. We'll see if there's any news stories after the weekend. Thank you so much for being here. I was going to say, I feel like you're such a big staple of this area in general. Orlando, you know, we're in the world of theme parks. We have Harry Potter World, and we also have Star Wars Land, you know? But I want to know, Warwick, what would it look like if we had a Leprechaun Land here in Orlando?
That's the ridiculous idea. What would you do there? It'd be an Irish pub, probably.
Search for coins.
I guess so, yeah. Search for coins. Yeah, you go on the pogo stick ride. There'd be the go-kart ride as well, which you did in which movie was that? Number 2, was it? I think so. I mean, there's potential, but I wouldn't put money in it, for sure.
We will, though, right? Yeah. That's amazing. What would you say was, like, the hardest part about making the Leprechaun character scary, but also keeping, you know, the dark humor intact?
I don't think I really tried to make him scary. It just was because the way he looked and the stuff he did. I'm more played into the humour, really, which is why I think appeals to people. The combination of the kind of remotely scary stuff and the humour. I mean, let me just give you a backstory on the first film, because you'll understand why we ended up where we ended up. So it was the first film was written by Mark Jones, who sadly passed away a few weeks ago. He wrote the film as I used to write for Scooby-Doo and the A-Team. So he wrote a kids' scary film called Leprechaun, and that's how it was pitched. And the first script read exactly like that. So we started on the first day of shooting making a scary kids movie. And that's why all the colours are heightened. You know, I'm wearing a bright stripy socks, and everything's very yellow. Blues are very punchy. If you watch the film again with that in mind, so it's supposed to appeal as a kids' scary film. But then the studio got hold of it, and they were like, "We could make this an R-rated film. We've got a horror movie here." So we spent about 3 weeks of reshoots, going back in and making stuff scarier. So the pogo scene was kind of humorous scene originally, but then they shot all these gory inserts of the pogo stick going into the guy, and we did the cop killing as well from the go-kart into the woods. So we added lots of sort of more horrific elements to it. So that was the kind of origin of the film, and then it ended up being, you know, fairly successful for its budget. So the rest is history, I guess. We then carried on making more. Where do we go next? Let's go to space. We've been to Vegas. So where now? We've been to space. Let's go to the hood. We've been to the hood. Let's go back to the hood. So I guess there were no more movies because we ran out of places to go. So that's the kind of origin where the humour came in, was from it being a fun kids movie initially, and that kind of stuck as we went through because I enjoyed doing it, and you all enjoyed watching it. Thank you.
And obviously through a lot of your roles, you've worn multiple like prosthetics and different types of costumes. So does that physical transformation help you find your character?
Yeah, those few hours in the makeup chair definitely help you get into character. I must tip my hat to Gabe Bartalos, who did the makeup. He's pretty renowned in the horror world. He did movies like Basket Case. He's made his own films. Skinned Deep, which I did a cameo in. Yeah, he's a prolific filmmaker now, but a brilliant makeup artist as well. So yeah, he was responsible for the look of the Leprechaun and the many hours I spent in the makeup chair over the years. He worked on all the movies that I did. I certainly would never do one without him because he's a
So before we get to questions from you all, if you guys want to start lining up, I did want to mention something I thought was really cool. Warwick was, last year you were awarded the BAFTA Fellowship for Lifetime Achievement, and so I think that's incredible. And
One thing I'll say about that, it's a great honour to receive the BAFTA Fellowship, which is their highest award. They obviously haven't seen Leprechaun. Let's keep it under wraps.
Hey, Richard. Oh, hey.
Hi, Stephen. You may have answered this before, but I never heard the answer, so I'm going to ask myself. If Professor Flitwick was walking down one of the seedier areas of Diagon Alley, come across a gold coin and picked it up, and next you know there's Leprechaun going, "A teacher of the charms you may be at the School of Hogwarts will not prevent you today from becoming your own corpse." Who's walking out of that situation, and how come?
Would that ever happen?
If it did happen, who comes out? And why?
I think the guy with the wand, really. He's going to win every time, right? Yeah, I love these versus questions. People put all sorts of characters together. Wicket versus Leprechaun. Willow versus Wicket. I don't know. I think the wand waver comes out on top all the time.
Okay, thank you.
I've got a question. So I'm having some issues with my flight home. It was cancelled and stuff. Anyone work in the airline industry can help me out. I need to get back to London, basically, tonight, to arrive there tomorrow.
It's for flight safety, but they only teach how to fly, not the...
If you do know someone or can help out, then come and see someone down the side here and they'll get in touch with me. Thank you, guys. Or if you got your own private jet, you can still do it. Who knows John? Anyone know John? Do you think John's a Leprechaun fan?
Hi, my name is Josh. I'm a huge fan since Jedi. Congratulations also on winning the OBE.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
One question I have is, so when you were little and you got Puppy Wicket, Wikipedia says that you Mark Hamill bought you all of the Star Wars action figures because you were a fan. Do you still have all of this?
I do, yeah. I have all the toys that Mark gave me. He said to me, do you collect toys, Warwick? Any of the figures? I said, yeah, I do. And he said, well, let me know what you haven't got and I could see what I can do for you. So I made a massive list of it was 2 letter sheets of paper. And I gave it to Mark, who looked rather perplexed initially. I said, I'll see what I can do. And a couple of days later, he rocked up on the set with 2 huge boxes with Kenner written on the side. And had all the figures I wanted, the Darth Vader carrying case, the Millennium Falcon.
Aww.
It was a massive load of stuff. I was overwhelmed, and I still have it to this day. Although a few of the capes are missing now. But yeah, I always remember that and always keep it as well.
Thank you also for Willow.
You're nice.
Thank you for Willow.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
Hopefully, we find a way to come back to season 2.
You never know. But thank you, this is a great demographic. You like Leprechaun, you like Willow, you like Harry Potter, you like everything.
We do.
I thought we'd just be horror people here. Star Wars. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Hi, Warwick. My name is Alvin.
Hello.
And I have been a big fan of you being Wicked from Return of the Jedi. I wanted to know the scene with you and Carrie Fisher sitting on the log.
Yeah.
How was it working with Carrie Fisher?
Oh, Carrie was lovely. She was very concerned about me being in the costume, getting hot. So every time I took the head off, she'd be there with chocolate milk and cookies.
Aww.
Yeah. And I was a rather shrewd 11-year-old, and the more cookies I got and the more milk I got, the hotter I became. Yeah, she was really lovely. I mean, we kept in touch, after the film, and I used to host Star Wars Celebration, and I always loved having Carrie on as a guest as well, and having fun on stage, because she absolutely adored the fans. So we'd do anything to entertain them as well.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Hi, my name's Joey.
Hey, Joey.
The first time I was watching Leprechaun 2, I was a young little boy, and it was the first time I saw boobs on TV. One of the greatest moments of my life.
Were there boobies in that film?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. That's
the pause button doesn't work on my 1988 Magnavox anymore. But now I associate that with horror movies. And so every time I see a horror movie, isn't even a grown adult, I'm like, there's no boobs in this. So,
Thank you, boy.
no, just want to films that tell
You're
you.
disgusting. For the gore and the horror of my performance, not the titties.
Close second. Maybe they're a close second, but yes, I'll let the art first. Thank you so much.
Thanks for it.
Oh,
I don't know
do a
whether
question.
to
A
water.
question.
No, just movies. Thank you. I'm sorry.
It is an honor to meet the Emperor of the Universe.
Thank you.
When you were,
That's
as soon as I read, like I was binge watching Doctor Who, and as soon as you were announced in Spooky, all of a sudden, like the next episode I watched was your episode. I'm like, oh, I totally forgot you were in that.
And no titties in it.
But
Just a load of Cybermen with very big cock
yeah,
pieces.
I was watching your performance there, and I was like, because I forgot that you were the Emperor, like
Yeah.
the missing Emperor, and you always had this like knowing kind of smirk on your face, like you knew you were hiding, and you knew what your character was doing, and of course the little kid figures it out before I did. But my question was, what was it like working on Doctor Who in that universe and becoming part of the whole?
Well, it was a bucket list job for me. I was wanted to be in a Doctor Who episode, and lo and behold, one came along with quite a good role in it as well. I always hoped there'd be more of the character in other episodes. Being
Not
in
too
the
many.
universe, he could always pop up here and there and everywhere, couldn't he? But
Absolutely.
I don't know what's going to happen with Doctor Who now.
Okay.
Disney had a hold of it and then let it go again, do they?
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll come back again, and then they'll ask you back, will the Emperor back?
You never know. But yeah, it was fun to do. I enjoyed it. We filmed in Cardiff. I liked my outfit, my costume and stuff.
Reminded me of
Yeah,
Time
good time.
Bandits. The
Yeah, it was a bit
thing
time bad,
and
wasn't
stuff.
it? I got to go in the TARDIS, not to use it, but I went in there to have a look around. It was quite cool.
That is very cool.
I always felt like I should be Doctor Who though one day.
I mean,
Why not?
There'd be this weird anomaly where you go in the TARDIS and it'd be smaller on the inside.
Very good.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ethan.
Hey Ethan.
Hi. I just want to say thank you so much for showing up here for the Panther Spooky Empire. We're all really grateful for it.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say that.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, which role do you prefer playing? Like a more hero character or like a villain like Leprechaun?
I don't know. It's a tricky one to answer that. Because the Leprechaun's ever so fun to play because you get to just be crazy and maniacal, run around doing mad things. Whereas the wizarding characters are more kind of restrained and ordinary, I suppose, in a magical way. Willow was a kind of regular guy, get to do heroic things. What do I prefer? What do I prefer? I think I prefer being a bit crazy. The Leprechaun, I defined that character from the beginning with a very dodgy Irish accent. But yeah, it was such fun to do. I never knew what was coming next. It was like, okay, you get to chase Jennifer Aniston tonight. You get to pull someone's eyeball out, or your own eyeball. So yeah, it was, every day was kind of unique and different. And I never knew then it was going to become such a success. And here we are, I don't know, are we 30 years beyond that or longer? And we're still talking about it. You guys are still enjoying it. And it's mad, really, to think about it. A film we made for very little money, a film I got paid very little money to do, is still, still proving popular, which is crazy. Did they release it in cinemas again, like for an anniversary last year, for a bit? I think it was briefly.
I think they did, yeah.
And was it in March?
Yeah, this past March.
Oh, right, okay.
They did.
And Trickle Street Studios, who make like figures and stuff, released a full-size Leprechaun doll, almost full-size, which I've been involved with as well. So you could pre-order those. I mean, there was one though, was ridiculous. It had real gold plating on it, and it went for like the Kickstarter was 10,000. You had to pledge to get one of those, and people did.
Oh, Leprechaun.
The There's some very rich, very strange people. Jim not in this room right now because they might have a jet.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, thank you.
Hello, Luigi.
Hello, Mr. Davis. Thank you so much for coming to Spooky Empire in Orlando. Oh yeah, we used to watch Leprechaun with our papa. And what was your fondest? Also, congratulations on the OBE award. You deserve it.
Thank you.
And what is your fondest memory of your career?
Do I please myself or please the room? Myself. Fondest memory of acting. It's got to be Star Wars as an 11-year-old kid. Working with Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Luke, Mark Hamill, I mean. So working with those guys, I guess that's got to be my kind of most enjoyable memory of my career. Although I've had loads since, that's got to stand out because without that role, there wouldn't be anything else, basically. That led on to all the other films I've done, my relationship with George Lucas, and my connections into the industry, basically.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nicole. So obviously you played a lot of brilliant characters, and as someone who loves behind the scenes and makeup, I'm curious if there was any character that was more challenging, be it hours in the chair or actual filming, kind of challenging to take on because there's so much going on.
Well, it seems that most of the things I do are challenging to a degree, physically and mentally. I mean, the thing about prosthetic makeups, it's a mentally challenging process, and sometimes also a physical one. You know, particularly Grip Hook was nearly a 5-hour makeup. Very, very heavy silicone, finished off with dentures and big contact lenses as well. So, you know, once you're in that, you're fully immersed. It's on for like 12 hours for filming, then you take it off for a few hours and then you do it all again. So it's, that's pretty grueling. But I think the results speak for themselves. You know, they were fantastic. I mean, I saw Grip Hook in close-up on IMAX once, and the makeup really holds up even at that scale. It's terrific. So they're the challenges. I mean, it's more of a mental thing. You have to really ground yourself. I remember Jim Carrey was working on The Grinch, and Ron Howard called up and he said, "Warwick, I know you do work in prosthetics a lot, so what's the secret to getting through it? Because Jim's struggling with the heavy costume and the makeup and stuff." And I said, "We've got to get in the right mindset, really, as a kind of set your mind straight." And I think they got in some sort of Navy SEAL training guy to give him some psychological help to get through it. That's where you need to get in right. If you start to think about it too much, it freaks you out here because you're basically trapped in it. You know, you can't just take it off. It's not like Mrs. Doubtfire where you just got to go right back. It's like an hour and a half removal process as well. So.
Did you listen to music or anything while you were?
When you're having it applied, hopefully you get on with the makeup team. So you chat, listen to podcasts, sometimes watch movies on a screen. You know, the little DVD player. That's where DVDs were stuck in. Just kind of pass time. Sometimes fall asleep, eat breakfast. It's kind of a whole day in the chair, really, almost. You start your day. But falling asleep's weird and waking up looking different. And you don't say, "Warwick, we need you just to open your eye a minute because we need to do the makeup around your eye." Whoa,
Awesome. Well, you're brilliant, so thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Victoria. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Welcome.
I hope you could do it. If not, I understand. But would you please do us the honor of saying the most famous leprechaun phrase? Please.
You want the famous leprechaun? I was coughing, so.
The phrase.
Phrase.
You know what it is. Come on.
I don't know which one you're going to enjoy because I've written a few this weekend.
A leprechaun indeed is a friend.
Oh, that's the
Yes,
one.
that
I know you all like that.
Please.
Is that because you all enjoy weed here? Or?
Yes.
In different areas of the country, I find I write that one more than others.
I love it.
A friend with weed is a friend indeed. A friend with gold is the best I'm told. Hey there.
I love you in Harry Potter movies, but I have to ask you one question.
You enjoy the Harry Potter movies? Then, do you know your swish and flick?
What?
Do you know your swish and flick? Would you like to do a charms class with me? Take the stage and enjoy these bright lights. Take your wand in your right hand here. And now practice nice wrist movement. The swish and flick. And again, swish and flick. And now for the charm, which is... It's... Oh, Miss Granger, you've let me down. It is, of course, Wingardium Leviosa. Now everyone join in as well. Wingardium Leviosa. And again, Wingardium Leviosa. Splendid. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. Can't believe I just got a load of hardcore horror fans doing Wingardium Leviosa.
Hey, Warwick, big fan again, as I told you yesterday at the table when you autographed my Blu-ray that, Leprechaun was the reason why I wanted to be directed in the first place, because when I saw the third one, I'd never been so excited to see a movie in my life that I popped in the VHS and read movie credits, and so thank you for that. Having said that, my question is, and I don't know if this is even happened because of Mark Jones' passing, God rest his soul, but is there still going to be a Leprechaun, and did Mark ever show you the script for it? If you read it, how was it?
And Mark didn't show me any more scripts, but there are always rumblings of other Leprechaun films potentially happening. And the rumblings are quite loud right now, that's all I can say. Who knows whether I'll do another one. I stopped doing them because I had kids that were very young. And you start to see the world through their eyes, and I thought, well, I don't really want to make another horrific film. You want to do nice things, put nice energy into the world, so that's why I stopped doing them initially. But my kids are older now. Harrison himself, my son, just worked on the third Blood and Honey movie, so so he just finished that, and so now I see the world differently again because they're grown up, and he's enjoying horror. So yeah, never say never. But I'm older now. I was 20 when I did Leprechaun, so it was easy to leap around in those heels, but now I'm older. I guess you're going to have if I ever do it again, you'll have an older version of the Leprechaun. It'll be okay.
Hey Warwick, this is my first Comic-Con ever, and I'm grateful of legends like you and Freddie and all that.
Well, have you enjoyed it?
Oh yeah, I definitely want to come back again.
Well, thanks for coming. I'm glad you came.
Appreciate it. And for you doing the Chucky voice, how long did it take?
You mean the Leprechaun voice, do you mean?
I'm sorry, my brain.
Your brain gone. Oh, wow, weed.
For the first one, when you worked with Jennifer Aniston and everything, what ideas came to be able to do it?
Where did the voice come from? Well, it's weird because Mark Jones wrote the script and sent it to me, and I was at a particular vulnerable moment in my career where I had no work, so I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. Even if it didn't. Took it on and came over to Los Angeles for some meetings. And it's weird, I don't audition for roles anymore, it's lovely, I get offered them, but I had to kind of audition in a conference room with a lot of suited executives from, I think it was Trimark back then, and it became Lionsgate later on. So I had to do an audition in this room with these guys, and I kind of just came up with this voice. I've got a bit Irish. Hello lad, I don't know why I ended up like this. I'm a leprechaun. I don't know why that happened, but that's what he became. That's what I did for the next 10 years, I think.
Thank you.
You're a legend. Thank you, sir. Enjoy the rest of the show. And no more weed.
Hey, Warwick, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
Thank you. My name is Mike Woods. I wanted to say first and foremost, thank you so much for coming out here and giving your time. I know it takes a lot out of you, out of everyone, right? Whenever you're signing autographs, taking pictures with people. So genuinely, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
That's nice of you to say. Well, I thank all of you for coming to the show. Without you guys, this would be a non-event. I know it costs a lot of money to come here and a lot of time, so thank you for doing it.
Thank you. I had two quick, brief questions. The first one is, who is your favorite actor of all time and movie of all time?
John Candy, without doubt, and Planes, Trains and Automobiles. deal.
And my second question is a little more deep, but I was curious to see what your thoughts were. Let's say me and you were to pass away today, right? What would
What are we
you?
doing some suicide pact? I liked you in the beginning.
What would be one thing that you leave with the younger generation if you and I were both to leave this earth today?
Well, I hope it's not leprechaun. What would I like my legacy to be for the younger generation? Is that what you're saying?
What would you want to instill in the younger generation?
Instill. Follow your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. And that's a good way to put it. I mean, Yoda was like, do or do not. There is no try. So just go for it and get out there and do your thing.
Awesome. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Right, cheers.
Celebrate advice out you're alive as well, so that's
That's very dark, wasn't it, Ruben? Has he gone? I hope so. Hello, welcome.
My name is Kelly.
Hey, Kenny.
Thank you for being here, and you've been a favorite of mine since I was 5 years old. And my question is, what has been your favorite moment about getting to play as Willow and Wicked?
I mean, I've enjoyed most of the characters I've played. You mentioned a couple there. Playing Wicket was fun because it was my first ever movie role. I was 11 and I loved Star Wars. Willow was fun because it was the first role I had where I wasn't inside a costume. It was more me and down to my acting abilities. And working with Val Kilmer as well was wonderful. I mean, that was the best thing. Apart from Ron Howard being the director, Val was the best thing about that for me as an experience. I mean, when things got tough, I was tired, cold. He would be right there with a joke and some energy to kind of push me through. Yeah, fantastic guy. Did anyone ever meet him at a con? Because I've seen his signature on other things I've signed while I've been here. And, I love he used to write a thing. He'd do an arrow to my picture on the poster saying actual size. I used to do the same back then and write actual idiot. Thank you, long as me. Thank you.
Hi, Warwick. How are you?
Yeah, thanks.
So, as someone with SCD, what was something the most physically taxing for you? Do you have to negotiate? And number two, do you think I would be a good stunt double for you?
Andres is talking about SED, which is the condition I have. I won't pronounce the full medical name, but it's a form of dwarfism. It does have its challenges as a physical condition. I mean, people just see, the fact that I'm short. But along with that, you have joint issues. I mean, I'm in a lot of pain most of the time, in fact. You can't put up with that. Doing the physical stuff in films, obviously, I'm very much of that kind of mindset. The show must go on. So, if you have to do a physical thing and it hurts, you just have to kind of push through it. Again, it comes down to your mind over matter. I don't take a lot of painkillers. I try and sort of just kind of manage the pain in a mental way, So yeah, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't go back and think, I wish I was born as an average height person, because, being short has given me the career I have and the life I love. So I've kind of embraced it. I think what you need to do, if you're different in any way in life, physically or mentally, is kind of embrace that. It become, for me, being short is my superpower, really. So you need to take that difference instead of kind of dwelling on it and thinking, oh, poor me, this is my lot in life kind of thing. Just use it to your advantage, really. Use it as a superpower, I would say.
You may be short, but you're tall. You're serious tall, so.
Yeah! Thank you very much. Thank you. Absolutely, thank you.
Hey, not a question, but I'm doing the film for Spooky Empire for the highlight. I'd love for the crowd, and if you'd love to join, to just say Spooky Empire to the can, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's the camera there, and where's the camera? It's hard to see anything up here.
How are you doing this?
Well, I can probably just shoot. I'll be on stage. I'll look to work, and then he can say "Speak Empire," and then I'll look to everyone, and then everyone can say "Speak Empire."
Are you guys okay with that? All right, so our line is Spooky Empire. Got it? We got it? Okay. We're gonna nail this.
3, 2, 1.
Hang on, you can't do that. You've got to say action.
Take two.
Speeding. Here we go. And action.
Hang on a minute, I've aimed them next. When he pans round to you guys, then you do it. Let me do mine, and then he'll pan round to you, then it's you. They're so excited to be acting, look at it.
I'll come to you guys afterwards. 3, 2, 1.
Spooky Empire.
Alright, one more time with everyone. And 3, 2, 1.
Spooky Empire! Now 3, 2, 1, tease.
Nailed it.
You'll imagine his room.
Hi, Warwick. Thank you for being here. I know you said you stopped doing horror for a while because of your children and everything. Do you watch any modern horror movies? And if so, what genre?
Not modern horror. Nightmare on Elm Street was my go-to as a kid. I mean, although I will confess now, the first time I saw it was on a bootleg VHS, so it was terrible quality. But I was terrified and it was brilliant. I thought, wow, I've just seen my first horror movie. And I remember also going to a midnight showing in the UK. And it was like, you know, the Muppet Show audience. It was a bit like sitting amongst that audience watching a film. Halfway through, someone set fire to a seat. It was bonkers. So I told Robert that story. He was like, oh, I said, you caused that. You caused my demise in the cinema.
Do you prefer more of the slasher type genre then, or do you prefer?
Not at all. No.
Okay.
I've only ever seen that's been my horror movie.
Okay.
That and what else have I seen? I've seen movies I didn't think were horror movies but were. Have you seen that? What was it called? It starred Ralph Fiennes about a chef in a restaurant. Genius. And it was directed by one of the directors on the HBO Harry Potter series I've been working with. I told him he was a sicko when I went back to work. I didn't see any of that coming. I was like, oh my God, I thought I was watching a film about a chef.
Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, bro.
All right, our final two questions. Hello.
Hello, my name's Nina. Do you have a favorite killing scene out of all the Leprechaun movies?
Favorite killing. See, some people do like drinking games, don't they? Where they drink when they do a kill. You guys are bonkers. I mean, everyone's favourite's the pogo stick. I mean, it's the craziest thing. You know, I had to learn to do that. I mean, I wasn't obviously proficient at it. I had a double who did it as well, sort of. But mostly it was in close up. What other kills have we got?
My favorite is when you cut the girl in half on the magic show.
Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, that was fun. I loved the whole Vegas thing. Yeah, that was excellent. What else have we got?
Blowing the girl up.
I blew someone up as well, didn't I? Thanks for reminding me.
Pizza Pan.
What was that one?
Pizza Pan guy.
Oh, the pizza guy. Yeah, that was in the space one, wasn't it? Yeah. Everyone shouts out kills. This is fun. You got one?
I mean, I think the pogo one, but it's the OG one.
I like the eyeball thing.
The eyeballs, yeah.
Hey, when you turn that girl's boobs from the long one.
It's tea guy. You need to get a life. All your life. Okay. I'll answer the question. I don't know what I have, but.
Like one that you hated doing.
Oh yeah, this number 4 was. This is crazy because I just got my BAFTA fellowship and I went on late night chat show in the UK. You know, you have those here as well. It was Jonathan Ross show, and he's a massive Leprechaun fan. So whenever I go on, he plays a clip. And we were talking about the BAFTA and my kind of lifetime of work and stuff, why I was given this BAFTA fellowship. and he plays the clip from Leprechaun 4, where I become a penis.
Oh gosh.
So they're going to want it back for that. So embarrassing. Right, thanks for the question.
Alright, our final question. Hey.
So outside of acting, what other hobbies do you have?
Hobbies.
Yeah, hobbies. Yeah.
I don't really have hobbies particularly. I like listening to music, spending time outside in the garden and stuff. Just being in touch with nature, because when you work in the film industry, it's a very kind of industrial industry, so you're with chemicals all the time and stuff, you have to do prosthetics, and it's quite stressful, so I enjoy just kind of chilling out with nature and enjoying that kind of thing, you know. But thank you very much for that question.
I think we did it.
Has anyone sorted out my flight yet?
We hope you make it back. What? Who said what? Oh, wait, they want you to move here.
Move to Orlando.
Yeah.
The trouble is, HBO Harry Potter's in London. It's a bit of a commute, that. I can't do that for now.
Well, thank you so much for being here this
It's
weekend.
been a pleasure. Thanks for everyone who comes. I'm going to be silent for a bit longer, not much longer, because I've got to get a flight that's been cancelled. Great seeing you guys. Thank you.
Wow. Oh, yeah, okay. Let me stand up at least.
Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, look, they squeak right now.
Oh, you're putting that up your butt.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was. I didn't plan on the tit part happening or the boob. But at least it let me for this panel. I think because there was less people in here. The gore panel is next. But I'm debating if I want to stay for that or not. I also forgot to put it on my gimbal, so it was a little bit unsteady. Yeah, I think when there's more people is what the problem is. Because when there's more people, I didn't have that many good signal for the child's play because it was packed. So, I think that was my issue. Okay, should I probably see gore or no? Because if you say gore is 18 plus, I don't know how. Well, mine doesn't seem that bad for gore. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. Okay.
I haven't seen you in a minute.
That's because I've been
Just walking around.
Yeah, I'm debating if I want to see the gore panel or not. 'Cause that's when we can get our volunteer.
Yeah.
Sure.
I want
Because it
to.
starts at the same time.
Yeah. I'm still
My friend Lisa is telling me that the gore is definitely going to be 18 plus. If I do go to it. Because I didn't know that they were going to bring up tits.
Have a great one, guys. Thanks for coming.
I didn't know that they were going to bring up tits in this one.
I know. I
I
was like, when I heard that, I was like, yep, it's time to go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm debating if I want to see the gore panel because that's also the same time I get my volunteer shirt signed by whichever ones were allowed.
Yeah.
Which we're not really supposed to advertise that, but.
Yeah. Right, so when I go ready for the next one.
Yeah, so if you think they're gonna be 18 plus, the line's over here and it doesn't seem that bad. Oh, they have the Spooky Empire set up here and this. And then her cosplay. I like his costume now. Yeah, we're just not supposed to advertise that, but since the war panel is the same time as when we find out which people we're allowed to get our shirts signed by, I'm debating because like Warwick Davis is gonna leave early. I don't know how much longer, so I'm hoping he's one of the ones I can get my shirt signed by. Yeah. But I also like War. I didn't know if their panels would be 18 plus, but I know that like for War they had a shirt that had a bunch of dicks. Oh, nice. I'll have to look up their latest shirt.
There you are.
But
You want to ride your scooter out here?
the line doesn't seem that long for Gore. It's just if I go see them, I might miss out on some people at the volunteer thing. I mean, at the getting my volunteer shirt signed. Okay. I'm not sure if I started listening to them when the OG singer. But they're loading them up now for Gore. So far the line isn't bad. But yeah, the line's not bad like it was yesterday. I think only Child's Play and The Nightmare on Elm Street and the Welcome to Dairy Cast were packed. I have no idea what his cosplay was with the lampshade. There was one I think not yesterday, but the day before, and then there were a few moths with them. Yeah, I don't think he has a cosplay. He has a Batman or shirt. I'm not sure. But I think I might get food in the volunteer room and then just wait until they tell us who we're allowed to go see. But thanks for joining in, Lisa. I might go live from the vendor area if it gives me a signal like it is right now. Oh, here's a banner, by the way. Before I do it. You're good. But I might go, if it gives me signal in the vendor area again, before I go get my shirt signed, I might just do a short. Well, I can't do it when I go up to them. Never mind. I didn't think that part through because I'm trying to get to volunteer again. Especially since we get the shirt Sunday signed by whoever we're allowed to. But if I don't go live later today at the vendor area, after I get my shirt signed by who I want to, then I'll go do the home live later. Oh, here's the other one. That's one hell of a party, Spooky Empire. Okay, thank you. And thanks for joining in, Lisa. Add up. Okay. Now it's